guys,
Hey guys, welcome to Binge.
or Binge, where he talks
She talks.
and
We get to eat a lot of good food. All of this courtesy of
Wokitchen.
by Chef Arjun Manohar. A good friend of ours and good friend of mine rather.
I've never met him yet.
We go back years. Very enthusiastic, full of energy, a lot of questions, and a chef who just loves his food. Worked in multiple kitchens. One of the brains behind Simply Namdari's.
Yep, and Monkey Box.
Yeah, and Monkey Box. Yes, the brains behind the
Simply Namdari and Monkey
the
Box.
name behind Simply Namdari is a Monkey Box. A well-renowned chef here in Bangalore. He's a very well-known chef in Bangalore, and he has given us something which is whoa.
Yeah, the quantity is whoa.
It is.
Aroma is double whoa. And the best part about it is it fits everyone's dietary requirements. If you're on any special diets, or even if you are basically a person who's gluten intolerant or XYZ. You know what I'm talking about.
Wait, what is that? Jesus, I'm forgetting my words. All of these dishes are tailor-made for you. Whatever your specifications are, you can inform Chef Manohar of the same. And he will give you your daily dose of good food, which is healthy, tasty, gives you a happy belly, and just makes you go, whoa.
The best part is we are about to find out what the different tastes are like. We've got dim sums, also known as momos. We've got bows, hence I said about to find out. He kind of got it. You'll will after we post the photos of it. Lamprick prawns.
You can say it either way.
Chicken, soup. So basically this is soup, starters, appetizers and main course, which is customized to our tastes.
So
And-
basically, he asked us for what we would like, even though we don't usually do it. This is something that we did. We kind of did for the first time.
So it was basically the rice box and the noodle box, which is a customized wok box. Wok box. And yeah, that's how we did it. So we told him the basic veggies that we eat, considering the both of us eat very limited veggies. And the rest of it was all of his doing.
Yeah, and a Wokitchen is specially curated food, which is not Chinese. It is pan-Asian on the whole. So it's taken from different parts of Asia, all combined together to give us this wonderful spread of food. And so we really don't know where to start, but
So
then
we've got indicators where to start, which is soup. So I'm a person who's hot and sour, just like my soup. And Sean likes it the Thai way. So his is like a tom yum,
so I have the tom yum soup. We're both gonna try.
each of it, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bite of each and see how it goes. So whoa.
Wow.
You wanna talk about it?
Anyway, let me get a piece of chicken as well.
All right, so yeah, so hot and sour soup. It's something that everyone loves. A lot of people actually love it. It helps you when the positives of soup like this. Basically, for guys who don't know what a soup is, a soup enhances your appetite. So it's something that starts and helps you want to have more. It is It helps increase your appetite and hence you go in for more food.
To some, it's the only thing they will eat,
Yeah.
especially on a diet. But clearly, none of us are on one, so it's enhancing our appetite, as Sean would say. The soup is nice. It's hot. It's sour, just the way it's supposed to be, and it's got that kick of pepper as well as chili, which hits the back of your throat. So, if you're a person who's not feeling too good and you need something to clear that throat of yours, hot and sour soup is something that I would personally recommend because it goes down the right way. I don't know about the next day because we haven't experienced it yet, but it definitely helps you through.
Alright. A hot and sour soup sometimes can go overboard in terms of the spices that you put into it. With this, however, it's got that perfect amount of hot and sour. It's not too hot that it makes you jump, but it's not too sour that makes you go that makes you cringe.
Yep.
It's the perfect balance between hot and sour. It's got that subtle spice of that chili. The vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vinegar hits you, and you have all of the goodness of chicken, vegetables, broth that goes into your soup, which gives it amazing flavor. The chicken in the soup itself is very soft. It melts in your mouth. It just goes really well, and the vegetables are cooked to perfection. It's got that. Even though the vegetables are finely diced, finely sliced, it's got that perfect amount of bite. It's got that right amount of crunch when you have the soup. So amazing soup. It's a good way to start your meal, guys, and we're looking forward to the rest.
All right, so we've had this before, the tom yum soup, not from Wokitchen, but we've had it somewhere else, and I'm going to let Sean try it before I say anything more, because it takes you back. Am I right? Does it take you back? Okay, quick story, backstory. We were in Thailand last year and we bumped into this sweet little lady called Mam, who had her very own kitchen, which was off the road. She had her own herbs outside, which fresh picked herbs. She got us to make the tom yum with her. Typical Thai tom yum. And Arjun, honestly, we've tried it in a lot of places in Bangalore. You've nailed the tom yum. Prawn tom yum, mushrooms, potatoes, coconut milk, not potatoes, tomatoes, lemongrass. Wow.
Oh, wow, dude. This tom yum soup
Took us back.
it just reminded me of that rainy day when we had this amazing soup. That was one of the best ones that I had. I'm being past tense.
Which is not in Bangalore.
Yeah, that is not in Bangalore. We've tasted a lot of tom yum soups in Bangalore. None of them hit the spot. The freshness of the ingredients. You got your lemongrass, the tomato, the basil that goes into it. I don't think he's used lemon basil in it, but
No.
but the flavors are still spot on. You got the earthiness of the earthy sour taste of a lemongrass. You've got the cherry tomatoes that give it that extra bit of volume. The broth itself, the coconut milk that goes into it, it's not too overpowering. It's got that perfect amount of flavors. The fish sauce adds the flavor as well with the prawns, the succulent, tender goodness of those prawns. Wow, dude. Trust me, it is a sunny day, but I would prefer this soup on any rainy day. Not only a rainy day, this is something you can have at any point in time. Flavors that are next level. In terms of simplicity, he's just given the ingredients that uplift that it deserves.
The
fact,
boost.
the fact that the marriage of flavors
Yeah.
is so phenomenally good. It is something that makes you salivate even when you're eating it. I'm salivating now, even after I've done eating it. And this is an amazing tom yum soup. The fact that when you say Pan Asian, it's a mix of different flavors that come together. But in terms of the tom yum and the hot and sour soup, both from different cultures, both different density, different thickness,
Yeah.
but both have their own unique flavors which stand out. Both of them are sour. Both of them have that bit of heat.
So the best part is, guys, if you're in BTM, if you're around BTM, that is where the Cloud Kitchen is based. We have the privilege of Zomato, Swiggy, and everywhere else to order this stuff. It is really, really nice, and the momos and chicken shumai look so good at the moment. So what are we starting with? The shumai?
Yeah.
Alright.
And he's got these two amazing sauces to go with it. One is a peppery.
Okay, so this is the chicken shumai. It's really sweetly wrapped. It's a little cup.
It's an open dumpling.
Yeah, you can say that.
It's an open dumpling. You can see the ingredients that go into it. Beautifully made. The thickness of the batter itself, you can see right through it. It's a glassy finish. It's a glassy batter, and you can look at all the ingredients that go into it. You can look at the spring onions, the carrots, the chicken that goes into this. It's just beautifully done, beautifully wrapped, and I'm just gonna bite it.
There are peppers too. It's a soft, subtle flavor, but the sauce packs the punch. The sauce is pungent. After all, it is the bird's eye chili that is being used, and it's that really nice momo sauce. If you've had momos, if you've had dim sums, and you know there's a special kind of sauce that goes with it, well, the flavors from that sauce are so intense that it, as Sean would say, uplifts. It boosts the momos, the shumai, and the chicken shumai has a lovely taste.
Guys, just off the top, chicken shumai, visually very, very appealing. Alright? You can see the colors that go into it. Your peppers, your carrot, the greenery, the leeks, everything that goes into it. So beautifully done. But when you look at all of those vegetables that go in with the chicken, you're expecting it to be a very subtle kind of shumai. But in terms of the flavor profile of the shumai, once you bite into it, you get that hit of ginger, of garlic that comes through, the power, that very subtle spice that hits the back of that hits your palate once you bite into it. It just gives it that extra flavor. And I tried it with the pepper, garlic, and scallions, green onions, however you call it, the sauce. That is it's got that creamy base from the oil. I think that's olive oil that goes into it. But you get that hint of garlic, the subtle, very subtle sweetness of the scallions, and the pepper that hits the back of your throat, which accompanies the dish, the shumai. Yeah, it accompanies the shumai so well. It gives it that nice, with the heat of the chili sauce that comes with it, and the subtle creaminess of the peppery garlic scallion sauce. It is so unique and so much of depth in flavors. But even through all of that, you get that hint of ginger that comes.
So the next thing that we have is, as you can see, glass momos, dim sums, chicken dim sums, and these are served with the same sauce. The chicken here has a lesser amount of veggies with them, and it's got a. It's when we said the chicken shumai had a subtle flavor. This is a very neutral flavor because there is no added carrots or peppers. It's just onions, chicken, and a whole lot of love.
Garlic.
Yeah, I can't taste the garlic though.
It is
Can
the
you?
garlic.
Although I do know my tongue is on fire thanks to the chili sauce, the momo chili momo sauce, momo's chili sauce.
The chili sauce.
Yeah, that accompanies the momos.
That chili sauce has got a very creamy taste as well. Even though it packs a punch. It packs a punch, but it's got a very. It's like a knockout punch, and then someone sweet talking to you at the same time.
So basically, it's like
It's like the kiss of death.
no, it's basically like a punch from Muhammad Ali, and then
Yeah, the last time she fought him in the ring,
and
she knew how he
then,
punched.
and then probably the kiss from Liam Hemsworth or Chris Hemsworth, or Channing Tatum.
Okay, truth be told, none of that has happened to her. She's just imagining it. And
A girl can dream.
yeah, keep dreaming.
I,
All right. So yes, you can taste the garlic with the momos itself, with the dumplings.
yeah.
With the dumplings itself, it's got that glass batter on it, which is very neutral flavor. It doesn't add too much of flavor. It gives it that. It just holds the ingredients together. Is what I would say. It's got that very. It's got that very. It's like water. It just quenches your thirst.
Yeah.
All right, and that's how I would describe the casing itself. But when you bite into the dumpling, the chicken, it is a chicken dumpling. Yes, the flavor is it is basic chicken protein. You can taste the protein in that, but it's got that very subtle bit of onion and garlic flavor that comes up as you bite into it, as you eat into it. It's very subtle flavors. Rebecca's waiting to dive into something else, and I know that I'm talking too much, but she has to wait. So, well, I guess not. Yeah. So it's a beautiful blend of fiber with garlic and onions that gives it that nice subtle. It gives it that subtle sweet heat that I would say. And while I'm going to talk about that, Rebecca is going to dive into that.
Can you see this? So this, if you can recognize this, and if you've seen Kung Fu Panda, well, these are bows, and these bows are chicken bows.
It's okay. So all right. So going to the chicken bao. If I have to talk about chicken bao, it is basic all-purpose flour and yeast, which gives it this fluffy, soft, pillowy, cushiony bun that is filled with the goodness of either chicken, prawns, pork. You have different flavors, but I think this one that he's given us is chicken, right? You can just by the looks of it, by the way it is, the visual appearance, it is finished off with a bit of sesame seeds. Was it peppers? No. Or carrots. Carrots and scallions. Sesame seeds, carrots, and scallions. Green onions for the people otherwise. I'm just going to dig into it while she talks.
So, biting into the bao has, for me, the bao has a bit too much dough, and one of the things that it's very crunchy on the inside. I would have liked it a little more if it was minced, you know what I mean? Like if everything was minced, the veggies are a little crunchy, that takes away it cuts the taste of the chicken at some point. it is a rather refreshing thing to eat, but how would I put it? It's refreshing to eat, yet I would like a more intense flavor profile on it. Yeah? That would be that. Basically, that's my opinion. But for people who like food that's not too spicy and who like a good balance between the veggies and the chicken, I would say the bao is a nice go-to choice.
It's all right. So for the guys that don't know what bao is supposed to be something like soul food.
Okay.
All right, that keeps you warm on the inside. It gives you a nice kind of comfort kind of food. When you look at about like we said, guys, sometimes our opinions may differ.
Yeah.
In terms of food, I'm pretty sure everyone else, all of your opinions differ. The ratio of the bao to the meat, I would say, it is a little extra.
Yeah.
All right. The I'm talking about the dough is a little extra as compared to what we would usually like. But then, in terms of the flavors, again, very subtle kind of flavors that go with the bao. You can taste the garlic, the onions, the chicken. It's got a very cushiony effect that kind of the kind of thing that makes you want to sit down at home, relax.
The kind of thing that makes your Sundays a good kind of lazy Sunday where you can just Netflix and chill.
It's just comfort food, guys. It's just comfort food that makes you want to sit down at home, which is the brain behind the entire Wokitchen. Is for you to have good Pan-Asian food from across Asia at the comfort of your home. Yes, so going back to the bao itself, it is, for me, I like the sweetness of the bao and the subtle spice from the garlic, the onions. There's a bit of chili, there's a hint of chili in it, and so the sweetness of the bao as compared to the hint of chili and the chicken together gives it that nice kind of balance. But personally, we would prefer more chicken.
Yeah.
A little more, not too much,
Not too
but
much
a
more
little,
chicken.
a little bit more than what was actually there.
Yeah, that would be, I think that would be a little bit of a binge from us. A little bit.
Alright, so moving on to our main course.
No, we have appetizers.
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
How
guys.
can you forget?
We have two appetizers here.
We've got the, okay, that's chicken. We got the namprick prawn, and we've got the chili chicken. Was it chili chicken?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was the chili chicken.
So we got the chili chicken. Guys, it's got that red, vibrant color. Your peppers. It's got, you can see the chili flakes, the pips from the chicken, from the chili itself. Again, it's got scallions. Guys, some of the things I understand that we are saying it quite a few times, but the thing is with Asian food, there are a few things that go with Asian food all the time, almost all the time, and that is peppers, chilies,
Onions.
spring onions, and onions. Spring onions, scallions, as you
We
mean.
do have a tomato base on certain things, but not on everything. Vinegar is something that they use a lot. Soya sauce. In some cases, when it's Pan-Asian, Thai is typically, I said soya sauce, I said vinegar, fish sauce, oyster sauce, those type of things. Okay, the prawns are really, really nice. They've got a sweet yet spicy finish to them. It's like a slight coating of honey, but it isn't honey. Ooh. Go on. You had two prawns. I had one Sean to get the taste. Okay. We'll excuse him because he wanted to get the taste of it. But Oh yes, that is a really good prawn. If you're looking to order from, a Chinese, what do you call it? A Pan Asian, not only Chinese. Correcting myself. If you're looking to order from a Pan Asian place, Wokitchen is something you need to consider. It would come to you in typically an hour, depending on Bangalore traffic.
30 minutes.
Where you
30
stay?
minutes to 45 minutes.
No, I'm saying I'm giving them a buffer.
Yeah.
So if someone wants it in like Kamanali and it's a medium,
Oh yeah, that is taking.
it would
that
take you
a
time.
while.
But it's worth the wait.
Wokitchen. Well, wow, the prawn namprik is packed with flavors. You can taste so many different things all in one. It is sweet. It's got that very, very nice. When I say nice, I'm like very, very nice. That kind of balances out kind of heat. The basil adds every ingredient that goes into this. You can taste the sauce,
Yeah.
the onions, the garlic, the basil, the peppers, a little bit of lots of basil,
Yeah.
lots of garlic, chili not so much, but it gives it the right kind of heat. The vegetables that go with the prawn namprik is also cooked to perfection.
Yeah.
It is got that. It's welted enough that it is soft, but not so soft. But yet it's got that crunch to it, which is what I like about the vegetables that go with it.
Soft on the inside, outside crunch, still intact. The chili chicken is similar. Sorry, the chili chicken is similar. It is packed with chili. It's loads and loads of chili. It's spicy for me, but it is good. It's the kind of spicy that makes you want to try it over and over again. Onions, chili, peppers, coriander. What else do you have in it? You've got tomatoes. I see tomatoes. Clearly, we're not picking up the veg, and we're only picking up all of either the chicken pieces or the prawn pieces. And yeah.
With the chili chicken itself, guys, it is called chili chicken for a reason. It's got to have that spice. I'm used to spicy food, so for me it was just right. It had that heat, but it was the right kind of heat. The tomato, the citrus acidic flavor profile from the tomato cuts off the chili.
Yeah.
All right. The vegetables again properly cooked. It's got the right amount of crunch. It's perfectly cooked. And the chicken itself, very succulent, very tender pieces of juicy chicken that is coated with a slight amount of batter that doesn't leave a floury kind of a taste in your
Yeah.
mouth. But
I think it's very thinly coated
It's
because
very thinly
you can't
coated,
really
but-
taste it.
the flavors in the dish is spot on.
Okay.
Going
Main
on
course
to-
it is. So, as we said, these are customizable. You've got a lot of different veggies put in. So, in my case, I've got the Thai green box, which has prawns, which has zucchini, broccoli, carrots, pok choy, because I love pok choy, and a lot of broccoli, because I love a lot of broccoli.
Okay, for me, however, it's slightly on the spicy side. We have mushrooms, we have zucchini, we have onions, chili, tomatoes. Oh wow! I think we have. Wow! Oh my word!
Shiitake? Shiitake mushrooms, yeah.
my favorite mushroom, the shiitake mushroom. It's got that earthy, meaty kind of flavor, guys. I love mushrooms. Yes, it is 80% water when you talk about mushrooms, but the flavor in a shiitake mushroom, it's so intense. It's so intensely earthy, but it's got that meaty kind of a feel when you bite it too. I love the flavors of that.
Do you want to try it? Okay, so my box.
I didn't try them.
Oh, you actually didn't? Sorry. My box is a more, I would say, a more bland taste because it's a Thai green curry. When I say bland, I don't mean bland in a bad way, but in a way where the flavors are well-rounded yet soft flavors, soft on the palate, easy on the throat, and the veggies have soaked in, the flavors have soaked into the veggies and mixed with their natural flavor. So I've got a lot of taste, a lot of different flavors going on. There is a bit of confusion in my mouth with regards to the zucchini, the carrot, the bok choy, the broccoli, the prawns, the lovely, absolutely lovely prawns, and they are massive as well. So yeah, that's a Thai green rice box.
What noodles is it?
Chili oyster sauce.
Oh wow. It was a very sweet, spicy kind of a noodle. It's sweet, spicy, creamy,
And thin.
and thin noodles. Very thin noodles. And the flavor from this is, even though it's a chili oyster sauce, oyster sauce can be sweet. Your chili can pack a lot of heat, but the fact that this is a marriage, a combination of the two, which is perfectly cooked. The noodles have that very mellow kind of a smoothness to it, and the oyster sauce gives it that bit of sweet, and then you have the chili that comes in, which balances off the flavor. The first thing that hits you is the creaminess, the starchiness of the noodles, obviously.
Yeah.
The creamy starchiness of the noodles, followed by the sweetness of the oyster sauce, and then just balanced off with that bit of chili, and the chicken pieces in that is so succulent. It's like melt in your mouth kind of
Yeah,
good chicken.
I think the best part about this, I don't know if you've noticed, but the meat doesn't have too much of flour on it, because we've noticed in a lot of restaurants that whether it's takeout, whether it's dine-in, the meat is usually a standard taste, which means fry it in batter and then just throw it into the various masalas. The masalas are different, but the basic meat is the same. However, when you taste the meat here, it doesn't taste different. You don't have the batter, so there's no excessive draining or soaking. And with regards to the prawn is its naked, true, natural self, which is so tasty. And as Shaman said, succulent.
Alright, now talking about it's the Thai green rice. The vegetables, okay, let me start from the base itself. The vegetables are cooked to perfection. Alright, like it always is. The zucchini, the carrots, the bok choy, all of that is cooked to my amazement. It is cooked perfectly well. For me, the rice is really well cooked.
But Sean's not a rice person, so yeah. So you
I'm
don't
not much of a
expect
rice
him to
person, so
compliment rice all the time.
it's got that, obviously rice is starch is sugars. So it's got that nice starchy flavor to it. For me, the one thing that lifts this sauce is the amount of coconut flavor that you can
Yeah.
get from it. You can definitely taste the flavors, the coconut flavors, which for sure.
And we're back.
And we're back. What I was trying to say was, for me, the inclusion of the coconut milk, and I think it's got a hint of fish sauce.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, Arjun. If I am, please feel free to let me know. But the sweetness of the coconut milk elevates the flavor of the prawn.
Oh, God, yeah.
All right, prawns are sweet. Prawns are sweet, meaty goodness. But the addition to the coconut milk, which gives it that rise that you would
To me,
like.
it's a rounded flavor. It's a very rounded flavor.
What I'm saying is the coconut milk enhances the flavor of the prawns, which I really like. For me, Thai rice, any green, red sauce, whatever it is, not a big fan. But in this case, it is an exception.
Also, green sauce, he's never been a big fan.
Yeah, anything that is green in terms of the sauce itself, I'm not a big fan of it. Honestly speaking,
Sean will not touch it, but this is what we do. This is where we are at.
we are at this place in our lives where we have to try different things, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. Thai green curry, not one of my favorites, but in this case is an exception. And if Arjun is changing my perception about food like this, which means he is doing something great. And kudos to you, my friend, for doing what you've done. In terms of flavors, everything is so unique. Everything has a flavor of its own. It is Pan Asian food to its absolute
Best.
goodness,
Yeah.
to its absolute best, its finest. Call it what you may. But Wokitchen is here to stay. They are a brand that's coming up with various other ideas. This is only the start of this extravaganza, and you guys need to experience it to get your daily dose of bliss, is what I would call it.
Absolutely. We forgotten something we were supposed to do on today's show, and that is the reason why we get off and we get to see the beautiful red and yellow flags. Yellow and red
Today
flags.
is Karnataka Rajyotsava? Yes, today is Karnataka Rajyotsava. Happy Rajyotsava to all you guys watching us from all over Karnataka. And for the guys that stay anywhere close to BTM, be it Jayanagar, Koramangala, BTM layout itself, we stay in the heart of the city. We stay in Brigade Road. The food came to us. It is good. It still stayed warm enough for us to enjoy all of those flavors.
It's not congealed. It's got good taste.
Yeah, it's got a decent amount of shelf life. Mr. Arjun Manohar, your food stood the test of time, and for me, I think it was amazing flavors that are brought together. Even though sometimes it can be difficult, the fact that you're doing different things in terms of Pan Asian food. For me, he's hit the nail on the head. Every single thing. You have Thai food, which stands its own ground. You have Chinese, you have East Indian food.
Yeah. You've
All
got
of that.
fusion as well.
All of those things, even though it is fusion cuisine, every dish stands out individually. And I commend the effort that is put into this for the amazing presentation, the ginormous portions of food.
Yeah. It is huge.
Guys, one dish,
Can
I'm a
serve
big
two.
eater. I'm a big eater. One of this can serve 2 people easily.
Yeah.
And the soups were amazing. Both of them had that sour profile, but different in its own way.
Yeah.
The dumplings were unique. The spice of the chili sauce was a creamy spice, which
The
was
bows were different.
the bows were different.
The namprek prawn was heavenly. The chicken in chili chicken was good. He liked that more. It was spicy for me. My rice box, my wok box, customized my taste buds with prawn, bok choy, broccoli, zucchini was fab, and of course, Sean's enjoying his lunch because he got his shiitake mushrooms. And I think that's it for this week's episode of Binge or
Binge.
So thanks guys for tuning in. We hope you have a lovely blessed Sunday and are ordering as well.
Order right now, guys. Honestly, good food. Order it right now. Next week, the week after, have it till you can't have it no more. Is what I would say. This is amazing food. Sean and Rebecca signing off on Binge or Binge.
It's time to cut it out. See you later.
I think you need to cut it out.
Hey, people will relate.
Take care, guys.
See you guys. See you soon.